Hi guys, welcome to Family Create. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be setting up the blood pressure monitor on our Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra and installing the health monitor app on the phone. Those of you who watch our channel, you'll note that I've done the blood pressure monitoring videos previously for the Galaxy Watch Classic and Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. And this time I'm really excited to try out the blood pressure monitoring on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. We've had the watch for a few months now and we find the Galaxy Watch Ultra to be very accurate on many of the aspects and the features it has. So amongst the leading smartwatch makers such as Apple and Google, Samsung is the only one who allows you to take blood pressure monitoring on your watch. So in this video we'll be calibrating the Galaxy Watch Ultra in order for us to take blood pressure reading and monitoring. Just to also let you know that the blood pressure monitoring is region based. Some region in the world allows you to do it and others doesn't. So if you want to know if your region is enabled, then go onto the Samsung website and check it out. Here in the UK it's enabled, so I'm just going to do that now. So we've had the Galaxy Watch Ultra since its release and so far it's been amazing in terms of features and health monitoring aspect. It's been one of the top ones we've had so far. For example, the previous Galaxy Watch Classic, one of the top one last year, had 4 sensors, and now this year the Galaxy Watch Ultra has 13 sensors, I believe. So that's a huge improvement. So I'm really looking forward to testing out the blood pressure monitor and see the difference. In addition to all these new sensors, it also improves the bioimpedance sensor. So in consideration to all that, I'm hoping that the blood pressure monitoring on the Watch Ultra will be more accurate compared to previous models like the Watch 6 Classic. So here's the back of the watch. As you can see, these are all the sensors. And here's the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. As you can see, the sensors there. This is the difference. Anyway, we do have loads of videos on both of the watch on our channel. If you want to, please feel free to check the videos out. So to set up the blood pressure monitoring on your Galaxy Watch Ultra, do blood pressure reading, you will need the following items. So you'll need your watch, you'll need your phone, you'll need the medical grade blood pressure monitor and the upper arm cuff. So as the watch belongs to my husband, I'll be using the watch to collaborate the blood pressure monitor on him. So let's get started.
So let's get these out of the way so we can start the process on the watch. I think the phone needs to stay here. So first thing, let's go into the apps. And here we need to go into this one here. This is the health monitor. So you have the Samsung Health here with an overview of all your health status. But we go into this one. You can see here you've got 2 options. You got blood pressure and you got ECG, and this is a Samsung Health Monitor. So this is the app that will need to be installed on the phone. And once we set this up, I think it'll prompt and then we'll follow that step. So first let's go into the blood pressure. You can see here the instructions. Follow the instructions in Samsung's Health Monitor to calibrate your watch. So we'll open, it's giving me a prompt here to open up. If I don't have it installed, it will say to install it. So let's see what it's saying. So I think it's asking for permission. I'm going to give it permissions and then allow this app to read and write Samsung Health data. So we'll do this, and then it's got the 2 options here. So now let's do this. Say done. There's some readings from the past, so we'll do a blood pressure test. I'll follow the instructions so you can follow along. Calibration reminder. So it says your watch calibration has expired. Follow instructions to recalibrate the watch. So this is what we need to do. We need to recalibrate. So I had the health monitor installed on the phone already from last time. But if you didn't have it, it would ask you to install this and it would actually walk through. So you don't have to go and find the app. I mean, it'll take you to the app for you to install. So let's do this bit.
So this is the overview of the collaboration process for the watch. So as mentioned earlier, you'll need a valid blood pressure monitor, which has to be medical grade. And then you'll follow instruction within the phone app to take 3 measurements on your blood pressure cuff. So generally the advice that we're given is that we should take 3 measurement minimum and then take the average of the 3. And finally, you'll need to wear your watch during this time so it can be calibrated. Next. So before proceeding, you should know the following. Do not change your medication or dosage based on the watch reading. Always talk to your doctor first. And avoid exercise bathing, caffeine, alcohol and nicotine for 30 minutes before taking your measurement. And then do not use if you are pregnant, do not use if you have these medical conditions. So if we go in there, we can see a list of medical conditions. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. So that's the instruction. It's a video instruction how to wear your watch snugly away from your wrist bone. Also relax your hand and arm. So we'll get my husband to get himself comfy on the chair resting and sort the watch out. Whenever you're sitting to take blood pressure reading, you must make sure that you're sitting comfortably on a chair with the arms on the same level. So here, as you can see the instruction there, you also have instruction on your watch. Also, the wrist orientation is set to the left, so make sure you're wearing on the position that is set to.
Because I think you need to have allow one finger space here. Okay.
So when you have your watch on, you must make sure your watch is one finger above your wrist bone, which is there, and as you can see in the video as well.
So let's go to the next step.
You have to fit the blood pressure monitor cuff on the arm opposite your watch. So if your watch is on the left, the blood pressure monitor cuff must go on your right. So the upper cuff arm is on the opposite side of the watch. So the watch is on the left, the cuff is on the right. We'll go to the next part of the instruction. Okay, start your blood pressure monitor now. So we'll start the blood pressure monitor. Got the watch giving instruction and measuring, and it's telling you to sit still. Same instruction on the phone as well. So now it's giving instruction, watch measurement finished. Is there a reading displayed on your blood pressure monitor? Your watch will use the reading to calibrate. So yes, enter now. So we've got 150 over 96, and then done, and then we're just going to confirm. Okay, so that was one of the 3 measurement complete. Keep the watch and cuff on, follow instruction on the next screen, continue the calibration process. So let's go next. So make sure your watch is on your wrist and your cuff is on the opposite arm, which you've already done. Next, start your blood pressure monitor now. Okay, so we're repeating the process again. So the instruction on the watch is again same, and it's saying do not move, stay still. So the second reading is done, and it's saying enter the reading from the blood pressure monitor on the phone, on the watch. And then here again it's the same thing, we have to say yes, enter now. So the second reading is 148 over 96, and done. This is the reading we've entered, and it's asking to confirm. We're just going to confirm. Second of the third measurement complete. Keep the watch and cuff on. Again, it's asking to repeat the calibration. So we're going to say next, and then again the same instruction. Watch on one hand and opposite, you should have the arm cuffs. Next, so start the blood pressure again. We do the reading again. Press start, and the watch giving the instruction that your watch will start measuring automatically. Sit still. Same instruction on the phone as well. So, and the watch is still going. Okay, so the watch is now saying watch measurement finished to enter the reading, and we've got the same instruction on the phone. So we're saying yes, enter. So we'll enter the reading, 143 over 97. Done. And it's asking to confirm the reading. Just say confirm. So it's saying calibration finished. Now you can take a blood pressure measurement on your watch. Wear the watch on the same wrist as worn during the calibration. So basically the watch orientation you use to measure on that wrist to do the measurement. You got instruction here how to measure. If you want to go in and check, it'll give you detailed instruction on how to measure and calibrate your watch. And then we'll just say okay. So here you have the health monitor.
So that's it, that's done then.
We can actually see here it does keep history, the Samsung Health app. So these are the previous readings. As you can see, we've got blood pressure here, ECG we've got there as well, which is rather nice. You can share the report if you want to view history. So on the watch, the instruction is also calibration finished. Now you can take a blood pressure measurement on your watch. Just to mention one more thing, guys, those of you who suffer from blood pressure, I must mention this. You have to calibrate the watch every 28 days. So if you suffer from blood pressure, you know the symptom. So when you feel that, make sure you use a medical grade device. The watch is perfect when you're out and about on the go. You just want to do a quick measurement to monitor, which is fantastic. But if you suffer from blood pressure, make sure you have one of these devices to check your blood pressure, because I found that the calibration figures is what the watch always gives reading about, and if you suddenly your blood pressure spike, you might not get that exact reading. So always have a medical grade device somewhere to measure yourself.
So you just maybe do one on the watch now and see what the reading shows.
Okay, so let's move these out of the way. A disclaimer. It says, do not change your medication or dosage based on watch reading. Always talk to your doctor first. So the calibration process is finished and the watch is ready to take blood pressure reading. Please do bear in mind that every 28 days you have to recalibrate your watch with your medical grade blood pressure monitoring device. So now my husband will take you through the process of how to measure the blood pressure on your watch.
So this is what you do in order to get a reading from your watch. So you go to your apps and then you go into this one here, this, and then it takes you into the sort of, basically it's now asking you to set your watch up, position your watch in the right place. So I'm going to leave it where it is. It is snug fit. Same instructions as before, but we're not calibrating anymore, so we're just going to do a normal test like we're doing in normal circumstances. Then we'll compare by doing another one on the blood pressure monitor to see how close they are. So let's do one.
Can I just see what it says here? Do not interpret or take clinical action based on the Samsung Health Monitor measurements without first consulting with a qualified healthcare professional. Okay, so basically it's a disclaimer telling you any measurement you shouldn't really change anything. Consult your medical practitioner.
So this is the reading, is saying 146/94 and 60 beats per minute. So let's see how accurate this is when we do one on the blood pressure monitor. So let's now do one of those.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And this will be logged on the watch's health monitor app as well.
Okay,
so we'll leave this one in the back, and let me put this one on.
So on the medical grade device we have 149/99. That's 3 on the CIS and 5 on the DIA, so that's a little bit of a difference. Shall we do another reading on the NC? I think when you're moving about, recording all that, it's supposed to be quite relaxed. So on the reading we've got 140/97.
Do another one on the watch.
So we've got 144/94, 4 difference on the CIS and 3 difference on the DIA. So a little bit of a difference.
It gives you a rough indicator.
Yeah, rough idea of where your blood pressure is. I think with the previous watches, with the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic and the 5 Pro, we found that similar results, always 3-4. It's a slight difference between the medical grade and the watch, but the idea is that it gives you a rough idea. The other thing is that please don't rely on the watch on its own. If you do suffer from blood pressure, have a medical grade device.
So we did the blood pressure reading just before. Now we'll quickly do an ECG test and see what that looks like. So for this one, the same. You have to make sure your watch is in a certain place. Clear off the wrist bone. Then you place your finger here on that top button lightly.
So it says this ECG does not show signs of atrial fibrillation. The app never looks for signs of heart attack. If you think you're having a medical emergency, contact emergency services. That's just a disclaimer. And then you've got 58 beats per minute on average. Yep.
You can log any symptoms if you have. If you feel unwell, you can add that. And this will be logged in your Samsung Health Monitor app on the phone, so you can view your record. And don't forget on the watch as well. Now that we just done this reading, that will also show on the watch. So if I go, so there's the blood pressure one we were looking at before, and this is the ECG, and it tells you when you did it. It tells you what it was, and then what you can do. If you wanted to share this report, you can share it with, so if I clicked this, you can share with various things like, different apps. not your GP, but you can share two different apps, which then can be used for other reporting processes. And as you can see, symptoms, it says none because I haven't recorded any. I can record something if I wanted to. And you can view history of other readings you've taken. And here on the top, you can download the data just like I was showing here. And that's really it.
So that's all, guys. I hope you find the video helpful. If you have, please do give it a like and support us by subscribing. If you'd like us to cover any other aspect or features of the watch, please do comment down below and let us know, and we'll do our best to cover those. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye.